Courage Asia channel. This is our lunchtime chat as usual. But today we have a very special guest. And today is actually not Tuesday or Thursday. So this is a very special episode, especially set up for our guest here, Lynn. Hi, Lynn.
Yeah,
Lynn
hi
Xie.
everyone.
Yes, Lynn is from Dun and Partners,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
And you are an associate estate planning practitioner,
Yes,
private
yes.
wealth and high net worth consultant, and a people builder, right? So can you share a little bit with us about what you do? And yeah, who is Lynn? share with a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Lynn. Basically, I'm a mother of two wonderful children. One is a teenager, right, in Sec 2 boy, and then the other one is P5 girl, right. And then I have been this financial industry for the last 16 years. So I joined Dun and Partners about 4 years plus ago, and I have a
Mm.
team. I manage team. I'm in. I hired I hired like-minded people, right,
Mm-hmm.
who has a mission vision of growing their wealth, helping their clients to grow their financial wealth, investment portfolio, etc. Yeah,
Wow.
so glad to be here with you.
Yeah, thank you for setting aside your time to be here, and also to our audience out there. Uh, you may be wondering what is this special episode series all about, and the title was a Swap for Courage. Right. So if you have been following our channel, you know that we have been initiating. There's an initiative going on. Right. We are raising funds for Safe Place. Right. So this campaign, Swap for Courage campaign, is our initiative to raise funds for Safe Place. And who is Safe Place? Safe Place is actually a non-profit organization that provides shelter and support to empower women with unsupported pregnancies to make life-giving choices. Right. And how this campaign came about was, through the bootcamp. We have this Transform with Courage bootcamp, right? For women, by women only. And there is this community project that the participants are engaged in. So Lisa from Stillen Maternity, founder of Stillen Maternity, together with Jocelyn Ong, right, author of Standing Tall, Overcoming All. When two minds came together with their idea of thinking how they can contribute and support the community. One with the swapping, swapping clothing idea, right? And Jocelyn wanted to contribute to Safe Place, this non-profit organization. So when the ladies come together, that was how the whole project was birthed forth, right? It was there was a gestation period before the birth of this initiative, right? And so far I think we have raised more than $5,000. I'm not too sure, Lynette, if you are tuning in, give us a quick update of what's the current fund the amount that has been raised so far. So we are very excited and thankful for Lynn as well as your team for being one of the sponsors, right, for the webinar, right, to support this initiative. So thank you so much for your sponsorship and contribution.
My pleasure.
Right. And tell us, what motivated you and your team to actually support this Swap for Courage campaign?
Yeah, when I hear this Swap for Courage campaign from Lisa, right, I was very intrigued by the idea, that uh, we can exchange our goods with another woman. And I think that is also very eco-friendly, helping us to
Mm-hmm.
reduce waste, right, making it a bit more environment friendly. And then things that you can't use anymore, but they are still in good conditions, and another woman will probably benefit from it. So I thought that was quite a interesting and noble idea, and why not, join into, be a part of this program.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, it is really a very great idea. I think we women, sometimes we purchase things on impulse, and then the whole wardrobe,
Yeah,
full
yeah,
of clothing that out of sight, out of mind.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a great time for you to declutter, right? Declutter your wardrobe, bring it down to the Swapaholic for the exchange, purchase a package. Just let them know, you are here to support the Swap for Courage campaign. And yeah, declutter, save it, be environmentally friendly, as well as you get to support the women from safe place. They are taking shelter there, right? So what a great and meaningful initiative. Yeah. And let's get to know a little bit more about you
Sure.
and your thoughts. Okay, so go into your thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about, especially on the challenges the women with unsupported pregnancy are facing? I
Mm.
think before we go into that, women with support also facing a lot of challenges, right?
Yes, yes. Women wear multiple hats. They are daughters, they are wives, they are, and the a full-time mother. I mean, those who stay home is a full-time job, and you're a chef, you're a driver, you're a tutor. There's so many things that a woman has to do, right? And I think
Mm,
it's really not easy. So for a woman like myself, yeah, I do have some help from my in-laws and all these things, but I cannot imagine those people with unsupported pregnancy. It's going to be very challenging emotionally,
mm,
financially. And I think and being a woman, I empathize with that, and I think we should, as a community, right, show a little bit more care and concern if we can financial support,
mm,
help these people to go through this season where it's not easy, right,
mm.
because there's a lot of challenges during this very critical moment. So
Yeah.
and I from this safe place was
Mm,
the founder was Jennifer Heng, right? And
yes.
I heard
Yes.
about her story, how
Mm,
the story on real life. I attended one of the events, I think 1 or 2 years ago, and I was quite
mm,
inspired by her mission, her vision for how this safe place can actually help many women. And there were a lot of
mm,
stories of women with unsupported pregnancy, and because of what safe haven, a safe place can do for them, I think
mm,
they are more encouraged right now. And I think
mm,
it's so wonderful. I think there was an event that a couple brought the child. I mean, you never know that, your one gesture, your one act of kindness can give that, the encouragement to a family. Yeah. So
right.
I think we all do need to play a part to help one another. It's a pay forward kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all of your kindness and generosity. Now, um, just out of curiosity, what are some of the challenges that you were facing, during your pregnancy?
With my
Did
pregnancy,
you did Yeah, and did you have any support, or what kind of support did you have?
oh, my second pregnancy was quite difficult. So because not only I have to work, I have a young toddler at that point in
Mm,
time. So when you have a second child, the first child start to have throw a lot of tantrum, wanting more attention from you, right?
mm.
And then at the same time, I was working, and it doesn't help when I was having bleeding, right, throughout
Oh.
my second trimester and third trimester. So it can
Mm,
be quite stressful, right? You have to
mm-hmm,
manage work, and then you have to manage the young one, uh,
mm,
and things like that. And there's a lot of hormones raging in your body and stuff like that. So, but I'm very thankful that I have my in-laws coming in to
mm,
help, right? At least with the older one and stuff like that. So I think the family um, support from your husband, from your extended family, that's very important. It takes a village,
mm.
to really, really
Yeah.
raise a child. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm glad to hear that you had that support system around you.
Mm,
When you're facing it's more like a biological kind of reaction, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I remember mine was also pretty challenging. I was basically just bedridden. I just get up to go to the toilet to vomit. Yeah.
Yeah, different
Yeah.
pregnancy is different, right?
Yes,
Different
and I
symptoms.
mean that's just talking about the physical challenges, right?
Yeah,
The biological reaction, the hormone reaction.
yeah.
Yeah, mentally, emotionally, there are challenges as well.
Yes.
Mm.
Mm.
So, can you recall any of these mental and emotional challenge besides the biological challenges?
Yes, there was a lot of concern because I have heavy bleeding. So constantly I got to have jets. I have at least 10 injection, and during my pregnancy, I had to go for a small operation as well to remove
Oh wow! During the pregnancy,
during my
in the
pregnancy.
process of the pregnancy. Oh
Yes,
wow!
yes, yes. So there
Okay.
was a lot of concern. And sometimes being a working mom, uh, I I I remember I felt a little bit guilt trip, like like am I have I done something wrong? Have I overworked? That causes me to bleed. Will anything happen to my child? And stuff like that. So there was a lot of thoughts going up there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
stress lah.
Right. How do you manage that? How do you deal with that?
Okay, thankfully I have good friends in church. So
Mm.
I think the press
Mm.
help, right? So they know that I go through like a lot of bleeding and stuff like that. So I think that support, the emotional support,
Mm-hmm.
and friends being there, being concerned for you, that
Mm.
helps me to share that a little bit of that burden, knowing that
Mm.
I'm not alone. Right? I think that helps. And women are very relational creatures, right? So
Mm.
and sometimes friends texting you, talking it out. I think that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Right.
so yeah,
Wow.
there was support from friends, and I
Mm.
have understanding boss at that point in time. So that helps also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that, okay, you go back and rest. So yeah, that helps.
Yeah. Well, I think you hit one very important point. Especially if you are working, if you are working during your pregnancy. So having a supportive a boss that is understanding and supportive is really, really very important.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have heard of stories that yeah, the bosses are not supportive, and some were even terminated or asked to leave during the pregnancy. Yeah. So here we are hearing, even those of us who have a certain support system around us, also feel the challenge, right? Feel the stress and the challenge, and we appreciate the support that we receive. So therefore, those ladies, women that uh, at Safe Place. I mean, we are thankful. We are so thankful for Safe Place, for Jennifer, for setting up, this organization to provide this support for those women without um, the support system, right? Yeah. We have Lynette is here. Lynette say hi.
Hi,
Hello,
Lynette.
Lynette.
Hi.
As well as Jocelyn. Good afternoon.
Hi,
Yeah. Hope you
Giselle.
all have taken your lunch. Yes. Okay. Now, your upcoming the webinar, right? We're going to talk a little bit about the webinar. Yeah. So can you give us a little bit of insight or a teaser, on what the webinar is all about, what it will bring? Yeah.
Okay. So the
Mm.
webinar is talking about eat, play, and invest. All right. So given my background, you know that I just introduced myself that we are doing financial planning, growing
Mm.
our clients' wealth, and I think women plays a very very important role in
Mm.
society.
Mm.
And I really believe that we are to partner with the men in our
Mm-hmm.
society, right? To build the society together, right?
Mm.
And there are investments that we have to do, right? Three types
Mm.
of investment. So during that day, we will share like three types of investment that a woman have to do, and
Mm-hmm.
and with that, I hope that the people will be more informed,
Mm-hmm.
inspired, and take action, to do that investments that will help them to grow in that three areas. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Wow. So can you like just give our audience like one a glimpse, a little bit more glimpse into that?
okay.
By the way, when is the webinar?
Uh, the webinar is on the 19th of August.
19. Yes, 19th of August. That's like next next week,
Yes,
right? Next Thursday. Next
next
Thursday.
Thursday, 8 p.m. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If you have not registered or you have not didn't know about it yet, click on the link that comes with this video. Yes, go and register for this upcoming webinar on the 19th of August.
Yes, and
right?
you walk away a changed woman, you know.
Yes. How awesome is that, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, I really think that women are very powerful, right? And, not because I'm female or feminist, but I really think that women has a lot of they can manage a lot of things, right?
Mm.
And in terms of pain tolerance, it can be very high and things like that. Just to give you a glimpse, right?
Yes.
Which recently I
Again.
just read, okay, that will link to my webinar as well. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
it was a financial wellness index that was done by OCBC, and we found that Singaporeans are good at the basics, especially savings, but investments not so much, especially among women. Okay,
Mm.
and women tend to see investments are like gambling. All right, but those women
Oh.
with confidence and knowledge, their investment tend to do
Mm.
better than men. So we want to empower women to make three kinds of investments, not just the
Mm-hmm.
financial investments, but three kinds of investments that will help them walk away feeling more confident, more empowered to make certain decisions for themselves and their families. And
Wow.
women are very relational, very giving most
Mm-hmm.
of the time. I'm talking about myself. Okay, because as women, as mothers, we tend to give our children, give our husband first, right? We serve everyone
Right.
else
Yeah.
first.
It's yes. Serve everyone first, but very self-forgetting,
Yeah, so
self-neglecting.
yes, yes. So I think that's important. That women walk away feeling empowered, feeling
Mm.
inspired, and they will do something
Mm.
about it. And
Right.
and of course, women are people who will give to others, like this
Mm-hmm.
swap event. So
Mm-hmm.
glad to hear that so many people joining the event, doing the swap, because women has this desire to want to give. I think.
Yes, I think we are looking for avenues, and whoever, uh, that's why those out there, if you have an idea, put it into action, create that initiative, start that initiative. There are actually a lot of people out there who are willing to support.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm. Just now you mentioned one thing very interesting,
Mm.
that women has this mindset about investment. And you mentioned that was that a survey done?
That
Is
was
it
a survey
some
done on Financial
statistics?
Wellness Index.
Mm. And you mentioned that women liken investment as gambling.
That was from the recent findings. Yes, done by
Ah,
OCBC. Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
So in during your interaction with all your clients, right? How true do you find this statistics?
Okay. I think that the women that I interact with, they know that they have to do something about it, but they are not so
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Mm.
And because of that, they are not as informed, so they are a bit
Mm-hmm.
more cautious about the way they
Mm.
invest. So they tend to do a little bit more homework. But those who did their homework, you explain to them, they have this understanding,
Mm.
uh, their portfolio tend to do well. They tend to
Mm.
invest rather than trading. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
So
what are some of the challenges that the clients that you, especially we're talking about female clients here, what are some of the very evident challenges in the area of their mindset to even take that first step to invest?
uh, I think it's the understanding. So I
Mm-hmm.
find that once they understand, it's a lot easier. So it's a lot about financial literacy. You need to educate
Ah.
them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and women will really go and take that information, do their homework, understand a little bit, and once and they will be a little bit more careful. But once they make the decision, they will commit to it. They will
Mm-hmm.
commit to it. Yeah. So I find
Okay.
that women are at least in my circles, those clients that I have and my clients,
Mm.
when we talk to them. So like there was a couple that I sit in with one of the joint appointment with my financial consultant. So the husband
Mm.
like all the aggressive investments, okay, all the aggressive investments, but the wife, thinks that, hey, a portion we need to do this, some of the portfolio should goes into more conservative kind of solutioning and things like that. Yeah. So
Mm.
I think women plays an important role where uh, once they are being educated, they know the risk involved. They
Mm.
have to make rational decision, and I think that will help them to
Mm.
take a step to invest.
Right. So
Mm.
you think it's really more about the lack of knowledge, right?
Yeah,
Not being
yeah,
educated. That's why uh, the hesitation in
yes,
investing.
yes. But
Mm.
once they are informed, educated, more informed,
Mm.
they tend to read up more, find out more. Then you'll find that actually their overall portfolio tends to do better as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, so in coming back to the webinar,
Mm,
right? Um, the title that you gave is very interesting. Eat, play, invest.
mm,
Growing your money in this
yes.
fast-paced world. Uh, why did you come up with this title? Like, eat, play, and invest.
Um, okay. Well, eat, play, and invest. Eat is like every day you eat, and then
Mm,
in this COVID season, you want to maybe more cautious about your health. You want to eat better.
mm,
Play, I think play is important. We will expound it a little bit more during the webinar. And
okay.
I think it's, life is very, very stressful and there's a lot of negative news out there. And I think we need to have an element of play, fun,
Mm,
right, in our
mm,
lives and how to have play in our life. Yeah, and
mm,
I think that is important. Something that maybe not a lot of people talk about, but I think we
mm-hmm,
should know how to embrace, have inject fun, and I will share with you what are the areas, we need to have play. I don't want to divulge
mm-hmm.
too much. Yeah, yeah, I think that's a very,
Yeah, I'm like helping the audience to like find out more.
yeah, and then, yeah, I think that's very important, to have the element of fun. Yeah, eat, enjoy, invest. Yeah.
Mm.
So you walk away
Um,
knowing what to eat,
mm,
knowing how to play better, and knowing
mm,
how to invest better.
yeah. So you know, I mean, we're in this community of women of courage, Asia, right?
Mm,
So and we talk a lot about courage.
mm,
Yeah. So can you share with us, personally, for
mm-hmm,
your own personal experience,
mm-hmm,
um, uh, what gave you the courage to actually embark on um, this profession plus the investment that I believe you're probably also having a portfolio doing a lot of investment, right? So what gave you that courage to do what you're doing now?
mm. Before I joined Dun& and Partners, I
Mm-hmm.
was from a bank,
Mm,
and then I was heading a department. So the money was good and things like that. But I needed something more,
mm,
right? And I can say that uh, it was a God-led decision,
mm,
uh, and it was an exciting one. It's an adventure, and
mm-hmm,
yeah, and I decided to take that leap of faith, join Dun& and Partners. I must say it was not an easy journey, but
mm-hmm,
there has been provision, there has been grace, and
mm-hmm,
yeah, and it's because of the vision that I feel that I wanted to be in a platform where
mm,
my services can benefit more people.
mm,
I can do a one-stop financial service for my clients, for my financial consultants, and
mm,
that we can lead a purpose-driven life
mm-hmm,
where
mm-hmm,
our personal life as well as our work is integrated as one,
mm.
right?
Right,
There are
right.
some people after work, don't talk to me about work. This is my family time and things like that. But
Mm,
coming on board to Dun& and Partners, it has now become a lifestyle. It has
mm-hmm,
become an integration of my life, of my
mm,
work all together, right?
mm-hmm,
And I'm enjoying it.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, and I enjoy the process where I see my clients' portfolio begin to be more protected, grow their money, and at the same time, when I see my financial consultants not living a rat-race life,
mm,
because sometimes when we come from certain industry, certain places, there's a lot of rat race, like it or not. So I think come to a point, you can say it's a midlife crisis, like you are searching for something more. You want something more, is something more meaningful, more purpose driven. Yeah, and because of that, when I met my director, so yeah, after many months of thinking, I decided, okay, I shall take this route. Yeah, YOLO lah, you don't have a lot of time, So sometimes you just have to do something that scares you, and then when you look back, you
Take
realize
that.
that when you look back, you realize that hey, it's a journey worthwhile. It has been an adventure, no doubt. But if you ask me, will I do it again? Uh, I will ask. I mean, I will ask my younger self, why didn't you do it earlier?
Ah, wow. Thanks for sharing this part about yourself with all of us. And one more question. One more
Sure,
question.
sure.
I want to take this opportunity to let the audience get to know you a little bit more, before they meet you at the webinar.
Okay.
You are leading a team, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned that you're leading a team. So, as a leader, a team leader, as a leader, women, you mentioned earlier, women wear many hats,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So besides, in your professional life, you're a leader in your professional life. You're a leader also at the home front, right? Leading the children. Yeah. What are some of the uh, challenges that you face, as a leader in work and a leader in at home?
Challenges.
Mm,
Yeah, the challenges is the challenges at work is because of the work that I do. So there's a lot of mentoring, coaching, of the consultants. So
mm,
you have to run alongside with them, right? Because
mm-hmm,
the learning comes the most when you go for joint activities, right? That
mm,
is, you learn by seeing, watching, right? Rather than
mm-hmm,
classroom style. So I like to do that. So the challenges is, I wouldn't say challenges. I would say uh, you need to really invest time. So it's really about time management. How do you allocate that to that of
mm,
the business, where you need to really invest time in spending time with them, coaching, and things
mm,
like that. So I think it's more of the time management. I think,
mm-hmm,
of course, unlike from where I come from, I have more flexibility of time, so I have to manage
mm,
this piece well, right? And then
mm-hmm,
of course I sometimes need to give time for myself, me time, so that I can,
mm.
have the within me to know, okay, yeah, to find that balance lah. Yeah. So at
Mm.
home, it, I think it's because most of the time I do a lot of things at home. I even cook.
Oh, well, you cook. All
Yeah,
right.
not all the
Mm,
time. Like, I try not to do all the time. So and then I have to spend time with also the children, especially my girl is a P5 right now. Next is PSLE. P5 is a preparation. P6, it's only half a year. So I have to
mm,
spend time with them, and they are at an age where you need to have conversations, not
mm,
just feeding and playing, but
mm,
conversations and deeper conversations. So I tend to talk to them like an adult,
mm-hmm,
right? I rather
mm,
they get those first-hand information from me about things that's happening in society and stuff like that. So
mm,
I wouldn't say challenges. I would say that it's more of like the different role that I have to play and how to
mm,
manage that time, right?
mm,
Between giving that time to coach my people at the same time, I have two very
mm,
important little ones that I have to coach them as well. And of course,
mm,
importantly, I have to spend quality time with my husband as well, right?
mm,
And I think that is very, very important to be in a team with the
mm,
husband to build the family.
mm-hmm,
So yeah, I would think that as a woman, the challenges for me personally is
mm.
how to manage that time between both and do well
Right,
both. Yeah.
right. Yeah. Wow. Like Superwoman, Wonder Woman.
Ma- Uh, Many of us are Wonder Woman, not wondering. We are
Wondering.
manage so many things. Yeah.
Yeah, I think being able to strike a balance and integrate, whatever we're doing in a proper integration and balance of time is very critical. And I think I want to bring it back to the topic about the reason I asked you that question, and by the way, some of those questions is very impromptu questions, so she's caught off guard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Right. I'm talking about leadership here and courage, courage and leadership in workplace and as well as at home. I think more to the home front because you also have a daughter, right? Yeah, I think very important that we start educating them from young,
Yeah.
right? Not just in terms of the beliefs, the values, but also, in your profession, financial literacy. Yeah. And to creating that support system, understanding that having a support system around them is very important.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, we hear a lot recently, the hot topic of
Yeah.
teenagers going through a lot of mental wellness issue. Yeah. So I think as mothers, we want to start educating our children since from young.
Yes.
Yeah. I think here we advocate a support system.
Yes.
Yeah, we can emphasize the importance of a support system.
Yes.
Because some of us may have gone through certain challenges. Trying to handle it on our own by ourselves, and we'll come to a point where, you really get very, very exhausted and very, very tired and very burnt out and even hopeless. Yeah. So for the women out there, if you are hearing this, even the replay of this live chat, seek out support. Yeah, seeking out support is not weakness. It actually takes courage. So we have a community here, Women of Courage Asia, that we welcome you to come and join us. It's a pro bono monthly empowerment meeting, right? Every last Tuesday of the month. And we have also community partners like Lynn and, her team, Dan and partners. They are all community partners with the Women of Courage Asia. So we're very thankful, very grateful for your support in this journey, not only in the community, but the campaigns and the community projects that we initiated. So thank you once again
for
your generous support.
Yeah.
We really look. Sorry?
It's my pleasure to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa is here, by the way. Yeah, Lisa say all mummies are superwoman.
Yes.
Yeah. And yes, you are not alone, right? Do seek out support. Yeah. And we are here. Women of Courage Asia is here. Safe Place is here. So just reach out. Just reach out. Take the courage to reach out. Okay. And again, we look forward to the upcoming webinar. Remember, it's on the 19th of August. Right. Click on the link to register if you haven't. Right. Don't miss out on that 3 types of investment. Right. You're saying
3 types of investments that a woman need to have.
Yes. Right. So we look forward to the webinar. And thank you once again for setting aside your time to have this chat.
Yeah, thank you, Lynn, for having me here today.
Thank you. All right. We'll see you soon. See you at the webinar. All right. Bye.